September the 26th, 2024. Guys, we got a Cat 4 on our hands coming up into the Big Bend in Florida. Notice as it gets into Georgia now, it's going to be a Cat 2, guys. Think about that far inland. Now, I'm sure you're used to it along the coast, but when you get that far inland with a Cat 2 at 105 mile per hour sustained winds, your gusts are going to be even higher than that. Right now, we're talking about a 130 mile per hour storm, and look at the speed. You know, we started out 7 miles per hour. It's about to come out of the Caribbean, then 12, then 14. And we talked about this once it got up here and started mixing with the fronts, that the forward speed, all of this would occur in one day, today on the 26th, 945 millibars of pressure. Again, the curve coming almost all the same places. Now, what I've noticed, and I just looked at the computer printouts, is we still have an eastward drift on this storm. You see what I'm saying? It's not moving to the left, it's moving to the right. And that's, I put the printout onto a map using that data, and it's still showing that drift to the right. Take a look at these satellite images. It's at its strongest point now since we've been tracking this thing when it was starting to form in the Caribbean. And look at the, look at that. Guys, this thing is nothing to play with. I hope everyone heeded those evacuation orders that we talked about in the earlier video. But it looks like it's going to come pretty close to what we're talking about. In the, again, the print off was showing this thing coming in just a little further to the east and south than what we're seeing. And that's exactly what it looks like it's doing to me. But remember this, getting up into Georgia as a Cat 2. Quick look at the infrared. Look at that power. Almost a fully symmetrical eye wall. And then the last shot coming in, you can see it maybe starting to regenerate as they go through these cycles. Right now is a Cat 4. Nobody listened, but this is what I was talking about. I hope everyone is getting out of there. They're saying some stations, and this was 3 or 4 hours ago, still have some gasoline in them. And some people were talking about that folks in South Florida have made a mistake before, like in Fort Myers and down south from that area, on these bigger storms and saying we're going to ride it out. You just can't mess with this kind of storm. The best thing you can do, I know you can get exciting videos and things like that, and you can lose your life. But we're watching this, guys. It's going to be ashore here within probably 2 hours. They were saying 8 p.m., but it may be an hour later, just looking at it from here. We're watching it, guys. Let's take a look at one webcam before we end this. Now, this is Deerfield Beach, Florida, guys. It's now 6:49 p.m. Central. That'd be 7:49 p.m. Eastern Time. Most of you know where this is at, but it may not show it because it's getting dark. But the cloud movement at the very top and above the horizon, you can see a lot of power coming into this area. Now, this is north of where the storm's coming in, but remember, we're talking about maybe 100, 150 mile wide tropical storm path, not just hurricane force winds near the center, but a very powerful tropical storm much further out. And it's 81 degrees right now. That's the temperature. And the buoys are showing, again, 28-foot seas out near the storm. Guys, I just wanted to let you know what's going on. Cat 4, Cat 5 gust. We're watching this. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.